Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading, and it's hump day, so the 16th of October. The Six of Swords has just flipped over here, so some of you moving away from something here. Now I am using the Anne Stokes collection here. I thought I'd start using something a little different. It's very sort of dark and a little bit more Halloween for you guys. Okay, so let's just flip through some things. Thank you for sending your stories through. I've had several. I'm really happy with them. Once I'm ready to publish them, I'll send you something and just ask you to release them to me, so I have something in writing from you. And if you want to send in your story about your own psychic, spiritual, personal stories, all the details are under my videos on YouTube. This Sunday we have our Facebook Live. Please, if you want to join us, make sure you go over and join my Facebook page at the Aussie Goddess. I will be drawing cards for people, so do that pretty solidly if you haven't been there before. That was the Justice card too. Some of you getting divorced here and moving away from a situation. Okay, then the 27th of October I'm at Merriweather, New South Wales. 2nd of November I'm at Goulburn. The 9th of November I have a psychic night in Bathurst, and the 23rd of November I'm at Orange. This weekend we're doing a charity night for breast cancer, which is a beautiful thing to do. So we do readings all night for the ladies who come along for that. Alrighty, I think that's everything. Let's get going. Oh, that split funny this morning. Thanks, Spirit. I don't know what you did there. Okay, very nice. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming out first. And I do have to stop to read these because I can't recognise the picture. The Ace of Pentacles is the card of stability. It's a new start because all the aces are about a new start. But this one's a little different because it's more to do with your tangible lifestyle. You know, having those things that you need around you, you know, enough money, a good job, whatever it is. For some of you, it could be starting a new job as well, because the Ace of Pentacles does signify a new start in money. New job could be a new situation, could be that you're starting your own business out here. But it's it can be a relationship too. It just means your relationship has moved to another level. Okay, behind that we do have the card of Strength. So the Strength card is about, you know, sort of feeling really at your best, where you've blended, you know, those parts of yourself or understood those parts of yourself you didn't before. You know, it may be that you may be working on something at a deeper level, say, for example, something like abandonment issues, to make sure that moving forward you're a more complete and whole person. Beautiful. Behind that we have the Sun card. What a nice little start to the day. So the Sun card is absolute joy and happiness. Everything going in your direction, all things beautiful here. And it's because you've moved away from something. Now, I could feel that at the beginning. That's why I said I feel like somebody's either getting divorces through, walking away from relationships, whether they be romantic or whether they're family and friends. But it's like you're starting to understand that part of yourself that no longer wants to be around people that don't serve your greater good. So for a lot of you here, you're starting to be a more complete person and understand that you don't have to put up with crappy things that you don't want in your life. So if somebody's been treating you poorly, or somebody's been, you know, not doing the right thing by you, leading you down the garden path, whatever it is, your job's not good, it doesn't matter anymore, because now you're strong enough to decide that you can do it by yourself, and you're making the changes to get rid of people. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups coming out here. Now, the Four of Cups is the card of boredom. So it could be that you're moving away from things because you are not happy with what you're being offered where you are. So that could be the, you know, the underlying reason for this. Maybe things just haven't been going your way. You know, maybe putting up with people you don't want to put up with. So it's like, okay, I'm going to have a fresh start. I'm going to clear all that bad energy out of my life and have a new start, because I'm sick and tired of being offered these things that really aren't good for me. Okay, and we have the Devil card here. So it's sort of like you're clearing out toxic or negative energy here, you know, making way for good stuff, understanding what you deserve, what you value in your life. And it's like you're clearing out all the chaff or whatever you say, to make room for, you know, things that are right for you. Okay, and then we have the Temperance card. I've got to say to you, that's like 4 or 5 major arcanas have come out in this little reading today. So the Temperance card is about bringing balance back in. It's about now understanding what you need that fulfills you, what makes you happy. I don't know why some of us sort of put up with so much rubbish before we decide to move on. I guess, you know, if you have that sort of temperament, if you were taught from as a child to have a certain temperament, you might tend to sort of keep things around until you're 100% sure you've done everything, to make sure that you've done everything right before you move on. So you keep investing, trying to get a different result. And of course, that doesn't give you a different result. That gives you a toxic situation, which is what you've been going through here. Okay, 7 of Pentacles coming in. So now you're looking at the future and you're deciding how you want to live your life here. I like this. Something's happening. I can feel it. 3 of Wands, looking towards your future. See, you're really planning ahead now. This is what I want to have in my life. This is what I'm not having in my life. You understand yourself at a much deeper level, and you're being true to the person you know you are here. Okay, and then we have the Chariot coming through. So this is really nice. All cards of moving forward, guys. All of them, you know, about sort of getting things together and getting on your way, not worrying about what you're leaving behind. Deciding that you want things differently going forward. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius here. If you're dealing with a person. 2 of Wands here. So yes, picking a different path. Making a conscious decision to move in a different direction because what you're leaving behind doesn't serve you any longer. And it could be any of those people too, because they're coming up in the cards. But a lot of you leaving relationships behind here, whether they be with family, friends, lovers. A lot of you going, you know what, I'm just not doing this anymore. It's not serving me. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming in here. So the Knight of Cups could be a water sign. You've got the Chariot card there, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, but somebody's coming in with an offer here. You may not still be in a place to accept this, because the 4 of Cups for me is always, you know, shutting up shop, like I'm closed for business. So you may be recognizing also in this person that they may be toxic too. So it may be that you're feeling that this offer may not be right for you at this time, because you're rebuilding here. Right, 6 of Pentacles coming out here. Rightio. So you're measuring up here with this new offer as to whether it meets what you have done in your journey. So it's like you're looking at it and you're going, is this person going to be prepared to put in the same work as me? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So he's the one bringing in the pentacle for you. So again, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Someone's coming in to offer you stability here. So let me just go and give it a good go over. Here I see you learning to walk away from things, learning to build yourself up and experiencing great happiness and stability because you're doing this. You're giving away this sort of feeling of not really enjoying your life. You know, it's funny, isn't it? Because I remember when I was young, I used to think, wow, life is just so hard. You know, and people used to say to me about how much they loved life, and I used to think that just does not sit with me at all. Life is just extremely difficult. And then I sort of, when I got older and I started to, you know, put aside those things that no longer served me, and I started to understand the value of having the life you want and being able to manifest a life that was right for you, started to embrace my spirituality more, and started to understand the journey and the greater purpose for all of us on the earth. And I don't feel that way anymore. Yes, sure, life gets a little bit complex sometimes. Life still, you know, gives you the hurts and the pain, but I really understand now they're part of my personal journey. So I don't think of them as being tough or hard anymore. I just, you know, I let them in, I work with them, and then I move through them. And when I look back here, I think there's so many people, because of course not everybody's, you know, the same age as me, but there's so many people here trying to understand that process. You're going through that process at the moment where you're trying to understand that, you know, life isn't as difficult as you think it is. It's where your mindset is and how you think of things. Go into your heart, feel things, embrace your intuition, understand that the past is the past, because what you're doing here is you're shedding, you're purging, as some people say. So it's like you're starting to understand here, you know, that you don't have to put up with people you don't want to put up with. You don't have to stay in situations that are hard for you. And, you know, if things are tough, we'll just take a different approach to them and they won't seem quite as complex or quite so difficult as they did before. So some of this is about you changing your mindset, but it's also about you learning to understand that you deserve to have these things. It's not something that you know, just get. You can manifest this. You can bring it in. So I have the card of a loyal heart here. And it looks like because of that, someone's bringing you something beautiful here. Now, to me, it looks like someone's coming in with a love offer. And somebody wants to work on something equally. But it looks like you're getting what you want by understanding what you deserve. So a loyal heart. So that's card 35. Just change your heart and your world will change. Okay, so the card of loyal heart says, as the essential meanings, that it's about fidelity, loyalty and devotion. That sounds beautiful. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. So in the relationship, just to give you an idea of what this card's talking about, it says your partnerships, relationships and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest, devotion, faithfulness and loyal heart are being shown to you. So it's really interesting that somehow or another, when you change your view of the world starts to change for you and you start to bring in those things that you really want to have in your life, rather than being in a negative mindset and pulling in things that don't really serve who you are. Have a fantastic day, everyone.